Alright, everyone, after 7.5 hours, WrestleMania 35 has finally come to a conclusion, and oh my gosh, if you guys watched this WrestleMania, yeah, it was actually very awesome. This was an awesome WrestleMania. This was a fantastic WrestleMania. This WWE gave the fans what they want, about time, except for that one match. Except for the one match in which that's the only bad thing. That's the only thing that I would say is the least, is why NXT Takeover New York is still just a little better. But WrestleMania was phenomenal. It was epic. It was awesome. I loved it. I loved WrestleMania, and I hope you guys did too. And it is going to be, a lot of results are long. I have it all right here. I just want to quickly say this before we get started. I want to thank you guys so much for coming to these videos, watching my Groundhog series. I'm up to 52,000 minutes. Hopefully you guys keep watching these videos, and I can guarantee you, next time I come back from my break, there will be a lot more. And I'm going to tell you this. The next time I go to the sporting event, it's going to be a brand new location with a new sport. You got to take a guess what it is. So you have 2 weeks. 2 weeks to figure it out. 2 weeks to figure it out. So, and I just want to say Happy Easter in advance. Alright, don't say I didn't say Happy Easter, because I did do so. I want to say Happy Easter in advance because I will not come on the 21st. Alright, I will be coming back on the 22nd. And the first video you're going to see, the 22nd of April, is Groundhog episode 41. Okay? So, stay tuned for that. So, without further ado, because this is going to be a long results, we're just going to get right onto it. And we're going to go to the kickoff show, in which the first match on the card as a whole is the Cruiserweight Championship match between Tony Nese and Buddy Murphy. It was a good, solid brawl. And actually, Tony Nese actually pulled an upset and became another Cruiserweight champion. So congratulations to Tony Nese. He is a new Cruiserweight champion. Next, we have the Women's Battle Royal, in which we all thought it was going to be Sarah Logan. A lot of us picked Asuka. I personally picked Lacey Evans. It was stupid of me to do so. But Carmella is the winner of this Battle Royal. So, wow. So, to all the Asuka fans, I feel you. That would have pissed me off too, because I feel like she deserved that as a consolation prize. Plus, after she dropped the belt to frickin' Charlotte Flair, which is unbelievable. It's terrible. Absolutely garbage. And next match on the card, in a kickoff show, is the Revival versus Zack Ryder and Curt Hawkins for the Raw Tag Team Championships, completely out of nowhere. And this was set to try to end the losing streak of Curt Hawkins to be the Revival. So they have an impossible task ahead of them. But no! Nope! Freaking Zack Ryder and Curt Hawkins won the Tag Team Championships for Raw, beating the Revival of the kickoff show. But more importantly, that ends the losing streak of Curt Hawkins. So about 2 years later, or 3 years later, how long it took, Curt Hawkins finally got a W, and his losing streak is over. Next, and the final match of the pre-show, kickoff actually, is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, in which Braun Strowman is the last one standing. He eliminated the last two, Colin and Joe, from Saturday Night Live. And good old Colin, he wears a Cleveland jersey with Odell Beckham Jr. in New York to piss off fans, so good old heel tactics. Braun Strowman is the winner of this, and this is long overdue. Now we get to the main show, in which the first match is It was supposed to be like one of the mid-cards, but no. The first match on the card was actually the Universal Championship match between Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins. And thank God! Thank God he did it! Oh my God. I thought Roman Reigns winning was good. This is even better. Not only I'm a Balor fan, I'm a Rollins fan. Freaking Seth Rollins finally captured the Universal Championship. And who did they do that to? The freaking Brock Lesnar. Referee was out of the ring. And that leads Seth Rollins doing a low blow and 3 stomps. 1, 2, 3. We finally have a new Universal Champion. And guess what? More importantly, it's finally back on Raw. So that's awesome. So Raw's going to be great again, guys. So anyway, next match is AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. That's not the first time those two fought. Remember back in 2017. AJ Styles conquered the Viper after he was hit by an RKO. And he pulled not one, but 2 phenomenal forearms. It was an epic battle. I loved it. AJ Styles won that one. And now we get to Lacey Evans coming out and coming back in. You know that thing. So then it's the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Fatal 4-Way between the Usos, The Bar, Nakamura and Rusev, Aleister Black and Ricochet. That was a good match. That was an epic match. And as I predicted, the Usos retains the gold. So next is, what is it? Shane McMahon versus The Miz what the hell am I saying? A Falls Count Anywhere match. Let's just say that match pretty much stole the show. Miz's dad comes out trying to defend his son. I picked The Miz to win, and they climbed on top of something, and then The Miz pretty much suplexed Shane McMahon down the ground from the high level. But referee saw Shane McMahon covering The Miz. Shane McMahon won the battle. Next, we have the Women's Tag Team Championships between the champions. Bayley and Sasha, a.k.a. the Boss and Hug Connection. Tamina and Nia Jax. The Iconics, a.k.a. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. And Natalya and returning Beth Phoenix. I thought Bayley and Sasha were going to retain, or Natalya and Beth Phoenix are going to win it because, you know, good old this man trying to book Hall of Famers. No, actually, the Iconics won the tag team championships. I was not even mad at all. They deserved it. You know, they definitely deserved it. And you know what? I'm not complaining at all. But we get to the next one. And I'm sure everyone is going to be hysterical and happy that I'm about to say this next match. Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. Kofi pulled on a show between him and Daniel Bryan, and he beat Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championships. And no longer we're going to see the eco-friendly wood championships. We finally have that main belt with prestige. And it's back. Good boy Kofi Kingston. I'm so proud of him. And he might be the first ever African American to win a championship, WWE title. And he's also the next Grand Slam champion. Proud of you, Kofi. If you're watching this, I'm proud of you. Next is the United States Championship match between Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe. This was a squash match. Rey Mysterio had absolutely no chance. So Samoa Joe retains the United States title, and for good reason. And the one reason only is that Rey Mysterio last week was injured, And I think in order for this to have him fully recovered soon, they need to have it in a squash match between Samoa Joe. So they can't put it on. They can't put the belt on injured guy. Excuse me. All that screaming from WrestleMania is like overbearing. Next match is Roman Reigns. Yes, he did not main event WrestleMania versus Drew McIntyre. And not much. It was an expedition match. Roman Reigns defeats Drew McIntyre. You know the drill. Elias was doing the performance of a lifetime at MetLife Stadium, only to be interrupted by the Doctor of Thugonomics. Thugonomics. I'm sorry. Thugonomics John Cena is back after maybe for such a long time, probably a decade. And he caught the promo of the night. It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. And then he attacked Elias, and that was it. That pretty much tells you that he was not going to face Kurt Angle. Then the next match, Triple H versus Batista. And you know what? It was a good solid match. I thought it was good, but it wasn't this match. It wasn't the show. It was not the match of the night. I'll tell you that much. If it wasn't for Ric Flair helping Triple H, I would have loved the better. But Triple H beats Batista, and his career is still intact. Then this is the only match I can honestly say this was the worst match of the night. Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle in his final match, in his retirement match. Baron Corbin actually ended up competing against Kurt Angle. I was not happy. My friends weren't happy, and I'm pretty sure the crowd wasn't happy. And to make matters worse, Baron Corbin wins the match. And that is how you end a Hall of Fame career, you bastards. Then he cuts the promo, the farewell promo. Next, finally, my guy, Intercontinental Championship match between the Demon King, Finn Balor, versus Bobby Lashley. And it was over when it started. You can argue that Lashley fought back with his eye contact. It was actually awesome. His demon paint was awesome. And you know what? It was over when it started. Yeah, again, you can argue that Lashley put up a little bit of some offense, but let's be fair, he had no chance. And Finn Balor, my guy, is a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. Now it's time for the main event between Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey. Winner takes all. Winner takes Raw and SmackDown Women's titles. After... I can turn off my iPad. After about 25 minutes of battle, it was a good battle. It was a great main event. Becky Lynch wins the championships. Both of them. She won both titles on a WrestleMania main event. And I thought it might be maybe this is a storyline, but there was a botch at the end where Ronda Rousey's shoulders for a second wasn't down, but referee was still counting, so she lost. Therefore, Becky Lynch pinned Ronda Rousey. She's the first woman to pin Ronda Rousey in WWE, and she became a Raw and SmackDown Women's Championship. Three-time SmackDown Women's Champion, and a first-time Raw Women's Champion. And that is WrestleMania 35. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this recap. If you do, please leave a like. Subscribe button. Subscribe if you're new. For the next 2 weeks, I am out. I will be not uploading this week or next week. I will be back April 21st. It is going to be my break. It's work. Work is going to be brutal. It's gonna be my last 2 weeks of internship, and I want to focus on finishing that. And plus with the YouTube, I need a little break. Plus Plus, I want to record more ground hops as I'm away. So, thank you guys so much for bearing with me. Check out MLAO 2018. I may be on break on this channel, but I'm gonna try to upload the Mirror Madness Super Show within the next 2 weeks. So pay attention to that channel. Go subscribe there. If it's uploaded, awesome. Follow me on Twitch. In case I am active on Twitch, it's Mirror TV. Follow me on Twitter, Mirror TV. Support my Patreon, Mirror TV. Thank you guys so much. You guys are fantastic, and together we're going to revolutionize YouTube together. That is it. Mirror TV signing out. Good night, everybody.